Y'all are probably looking at this and wondering, where am I going with this story right here? Trust me, it's going down a deep, dark road that I wish I did not have to go, but it has to be addressed. So, if y'all are unaware, there is this terminology that some of these black feminists and those who hate black men with a passion have come up with. And that terminology is called bullet bags. That is one of the most disrespectful terminologies I've ever heard put towards a black man ever. But what makes it even more insulting is that it was coined by black women who have a disdain toward black men. Now I have this picture up here of this woman by the of Janay Jackson, and this is all her little information right here about, she used to be an attorney. Well, she says she's a former legal intern at Dallas County District Attorney's Office, studied criminal justice at Stephen F. Austin State University, went to Mesquite High School, studied at Dedman School of Law. So she basically has a law background. So I think she was an attorney. Well, recently she posted this on her page. Let me pause it right quick. She posted this in response to this tweet called from this person by the name of Politically Co-Stretch. He said, "Bees be miserable on here." Just a random tweet. She came back and retweeted and said, "The bullet bags are mad, y'all." Now, the person who tweeted and who she responded to was a black man. He could have just been talking about anybody. He didn't put black in front of it. He just said bees. But she took it as him talking about black women. So this is what she put on there. And this was recent. This was posted on September 13th, 2021. I'm recording this on the 15th of September, 2 days later. And the only reason I'm talking about it because there was some consequences that came from what she did. Now look at her screen name, Hoochie Man, which is a play off of Gucci Man. And it says at Let's Talk Legal _. That's the same person, the same Janay Jackson who you saw the other profile. That was her Facebook. Now this is her Twitter. Same account, same person, same profile, all of that. And when it says legal, it lines right up with what her profession is, or probably at this point was. But that term bullet bags was used to demean and basically make fun of black men who were killed by, most likely, police officers. Now, here's the definition on Urban Dictionary. Bullet bag, a black male, usually void of taking accountability of their actions and believes he should be catered to for solely being a black male. And they used it in a sentence. Look at that bullet bag over there. He doesn't have a high school education or even tries to better his life, yet he believes the white man and black women are the root cause of his issues. And it came from someone by the name of Black Women Only, July 29th, 2021. Now, it's crazy because I was familiar with this term way before they posted this. But now a couple months ago, they've officially posted it, gave it a definition, and now it's published on Urban Dictionary. So now it's out there. So now that we have the terminology, we know what the definition is, we have a sentence, and we see who it came from. Now let's get back to here. Now I'm going to go ahead and get into this article that was written on September 15th by this woman by the name of Ann Brown on moguldom.com. And it says, Texas lawyer ghosted from social media after calling black men bullet bags. Janay L. Jackson is apparently an attorney based in Dallas, Texas. Recently, a woman posted a tweet in which she referred to black men as bullet bags on her account under the name Hoochie Man and hashtag Let's Talk Legal _. Now it seems the social media accounts, Twitter and Instagram, have been taken down for Hoochie Man at Let's Talk Legal _. She's been ghosted on social media. By ghosted, we mean that she's all but disappeared. Bullet bag is a slur on social media targeting black men. In one usage, it is an offensive term that mocks police brutality and attempts to diminish its impact, according to Urban Dictionary, which I just read. The example sentence given is, "Yeah, bro, don't worry, it was a bullet bag anyway." Another meaning, also derogatory, is that a black man who was a bullet bag is irresponsible. An Urban Dictionary definition describes a bullet bag as a black male usually void of taking accountability of their actions and believes he should be catered to solely for being a black male. It's not certain how at Let's Talk Legal meant to use the term, but it made her social media presence disappear. See, and this is the part right here that pissed a lot of people off in the article, was this person who wrote this trying to pretend like they didn't know what they were talking about, even though you just gave the definition. And I'm going to show y'all something else as well that made the person who wrote this sound even more dumb. A Twitter user called on the Texas Bar Association to take action. That's the administrative agency of Texas judicial branch that, among other things, manages grievances against lawyers in the state. Timeline terrorist @_Paradise Paris 4 tweeted, call the Texas Bar Association and file a grievance on Janay L. Jackson, JD, out of Texas, 800-932-1900. This is unacceptable. Timeline terrorists also included what looks like a screenshot of a tweet by Let's Talk Legal, which reads, the bullet bags are mad, y'all, which is the one you're looking at on your screen. The post appeared to be in response to a tweet by politically co-stretch @stretch no stress, a black male that read bees be miserable on here. And by the way, they said her account no longer exists, like it's gone. It's like she deleted it. Big E Nixon @comedian _Nick M noted that people should be wary of what they post on social media. Big E Nixon tweeted, freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of consequence. There was a lot of speculation about where Jackson is employed. Shiesty Bands @OnlyBands tweeted she works at the DA's office. She's getting niggas' life off on moving violations. Let me see. And then they just basically have a bunch of people who are responding in the comments as far as tweets go in response to what she says and how disgusting and terrible of a person she actually is, considering the profession that she has. Now, let me pause this right quick and show y'all something. You see this picture right here, right? Now, this picture should look very familiar to you because this actually, of course, happened a few years ago with a black man by the name of Walter Scott, who was killed by this palm-colored cop. I forget his name, but I think he's still in jail right now for what he did. And he was killed right there. This is the picture right here that was used as the thumbnail for the article I just read. Now, my thing is to the Ann Brown, I believe that's her name, that wrote the article. How are you going to sit up there, write this article, use this picture as a thumbnail, and then try to claim you don't know what iteration of the definition of the word that she used, but use this picture to sell or push the article? Like, this is exactly what that Janay Jackson was talking about. This is the quote unquote bullet bag. Walter Scott, a black man who was killed by a white cop all over some, what was it, child support? I think that's what it was. Or at least that's what they say. There's a reason why a lot of people have been saying, and I know some of y'all been hearing it, but I'm going to say it right here. It's a reason why a lot of people have been saying for the longest time that a lot of black women have become an extension of Dub S. Even almost on the level of PC women, and some have tried to exceed that level. This is a black woman who is a quote unquote attorney talking like this online because of something someone else said that had nothing to do with her. And that was her response. And she's a so-called attorney. Imagine how many black men that she's probably worked with before. And in her mind, she's probably referred to them as that. And this is, I just can't even form the words right now. But she's toxic. You want to talk about toxic femininity? Look no further than this Janay Jackson, who put that out there. And they said she deleted her Twitter and her Instagram. They said the account no longer exists. This is what it currently looks like right now. Nothing is there because she deleted it. Now, they said that she got ghosted off of social media. She needs to be removed from her job. And she needs to be put under investigation for even saying something like that. Like, they need to look back through any cases that she may have done, especially those that involve black men, because who knows what she could have did to tamper with that. Now, do y'all remember a couple years ago when they were making a bunch of noise about a bunch of black women becoming judges in the state of Texas? This is exactly why I did not make a video praising that. And then think about what happened with the Botham Jean situation. You had a black female judge that wanted to give that woman a hug and a Bible and basically say everything's going to be okay. And this is not me taking a slight at black women becoming judges or anything like that, but this is me taking a slight at people like that, in which I just talked about. Remember, she's an attorney talking like this. She let that come out of her mouth and she let it flow so casually as if she probably said this before. And it's not like they couldn't pull up tweets that she said in the past. Just put her name in there and type in certain keywords. But the thing is, now that her account is gone, you probably won't be able to find it. But I hope she gets blackballed from every type of law firm in the nation. Leave her destitute. I hope she's now become an embarrassment and a stain on her family. And I hope they blackball her from ever being around them. If she was my family member, imagine the black men in her family. We know if her dad saw this, if she has brothers and they saw this. And I think I saw somewhere that said she has a son. If she has uncles, male cousins that see that, like that's what their daughter, their sister, their mother, their cousin, their niece thinks of them. She would never, ever, ever be in my presence again. And if she by chance ever got the chance to actually be in my presence, I would do my best to remove myself from being around her. She doesn't have that. She wouldn't even have that privilege anymore. She would get all kind of side. As a matter of fact, she wouldn't get invited to not one event, not one family function she would not be at. She would be completely cut from the family. And that's just how I feel about that. And I think many others feel the same exact way. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments.